Yeah, yo, folks. Welcome to the latest and the greatest from the Yonko table. That is the voice of Grandmaster Hoop coming at you from down the witch's road. We sing our witch song. It was a good song, but I can't remember the lyrics. Because that's right, folks. We're talking about Agatha All Along. That's right, folks. We are back with some Marvel madness as we are deep diving the hit. Well, I guess maybe it's too early to say a hit show, but the MCU's Phase 5, the first MCU Phase 5 show, I think. I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, no, there was Loki Season 2. Oh, gosh. I'm losing my mind here. But it's Agatha all along. If there's anyone to blame, it's Agatha. And she's back. We got Catherine Hahn back at the lead position of Agatha Harkness. And she spearheads her own show following a coven of witches and their, I guess, goal to go down the witches road. So here we are. With me, as always, is fellow Yonko, DrJaceAttorney. DrJaceAttorney, are you trying to go down the witch's road?
Yeah, I'm convinced by the song that they played at the end, Down the Road, because you know the first song that came to mind when I heard that song?
No.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many, both involve witches.
I just realized they are both heavily centered around the idea of witches.
Precisely. Yep. And what song wasn't more enjoyable? This one. So this caught a W.
I was going to say, I thought there'd be another reason you enjoy this song, but we'll get into that later. They have quite the songwriters behind some of these songs. We are not alone, as we here at the Yonko table are traveling down the witch's road. I guess we're warlocks, if anything, as well. Let's see which other warlocks are joining us in our coven tonight. All right, Dr. Mondo, are you excited as well to travel down the witch's road with us?
Well, like the show had me, like, I wasn't looking at my phone. I think so. Like, I think I was a little bit more invested in this show than other prior shows. So I think this is a good start. Also, the song, I liked it. It was pretty cool.
You know what? Let's talk about the song real quick. That is, I believe, the Lopez couple, the duo. If I can find their names real quick, from Frozen. They wrote the songs for Frozen.
Okay.
Yes.
For both Frozens?
For both Frozens, yes.
Well, it makes sense that it's actually a good song.
It was good.
It was a good song.
Like catchy. I was like humming it. Like after it was. I was like, damn, this is good.
No. I'm sure the song will blow up.
It's gonna blow.
It definitely is gonna blow up, especially among the demographic that is typically obsessed with witches and witchcraft.
Also, I'm just gonna say
warlocks.
The harmonies were pretty freaking good.
It was good. Like I was surprised at how long they were going with it towards the end, because I'm like, actually, you know what? I don't mind that it's going on this long. I was taken aback when the power of one was going on as long as it did in the Acolyte, because I'm like, oh my god, can you end this?
All right, hold up. The power of one.
Stop it! Don't stop! No, don't.
You have no idea what I'm about to say. The power of one is not a song. The power of one is a chant. Okay, they were singing here. This is a ballad, as they described it.
But they did. But to be fair, in the Acolyte, I think the lead actress did release like a song at the like end credits of one of the episodes that it was like, what was it, the power of two, something like that?
Oh no, that's not her singing.
No,
that's God,
I don't know the artist, but
that's Victoria Monet. That's not
right. That song was weird too. But look, the point is
let's stick to the road.
The road, the song was better than the Acolyte's Power of One.
Can we not compare?
Yes, you can. You can. Don't compare my Disney projects. Don't compare them.
We need to focus on the road.
We're giving Marvel a win here.
We're giving them a win.
We're not here to discuss the Acolyte. We're here to discuss Agatha All Along. Yes. Gosh, Kristen Anderson Lopez and her husband Robert, they are credited for that song. They also originally wrote the Agatha All Along song
Oh, that was
from
another banger.
WandaVision. Correct. So they are on a hot streak. They don't seem to miss. So shout out to them. We'll come back to that scene. We had a 2-episode premiere tonight of Agatha All Along. Agatha is scheduled to run all spooky season. I believe the last episode comes out last week of Halloween.
Oh,
if
it's
I'm
the
not
last
mistaken.
week? Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, goodness, look at
I was
them.
thinking it was going to be
the last episode, let me see.
I thought it was going to be August 13th for some reason.
August, we are in September.
I mean,
sir.
October 13th.
2 episodes premiere on October 30th. They planned that out perfectly.
Yeah.
I will say, because I don't think we ever got a 2-episode Marvel premiere since WandaVision. WandaVision was a 2-episode premiere, and rightfully so. This follows in the footsteps. I guess this is our first Marvel series where one serves as a sequel to a prior iteration. So we're treading somewhat new ground because this is the sequel to WandaVision. Actually, Marvel even came out and said there's going to be 3 shows that make up a trilogy of shows with I think White Vision is going to be the
it's
next
be
one
a Marvel
in this.
Television.
It's going to be Marvel Television, but it's going to cap off this trilogy started by WandaVision.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I kind of like that idea.
You know what it kind of gave me? It reminded me a lot of Moon Knight with how it's in the MCU. They reference Wanda in it, but it kind of feels in a way detached a little bit.
It feels a little bit like its own thing.
Right. Yeah, and it almost makes me feel like Marvel Television wasn't a thing, right? But when
Marvel
Moon
Television
Knight came out,
Marvel Television was always a thing. This is the first time they put a label on it.
Right, the label for it, because I know the first one was Werewolf by Midnight, and then the second one was the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. So I think that was after Moon Knight when they started putting the label. Right.
This is the first time I've ever seen this label. This label was not present.
This is the first time.
This is the first time. Yeah.
Oh, but they're under the moniker though of Marvel Television, which Werewolf by Midnight's under, and the Guardians holiday special is.
No. This is the first time they put this label.
I'm not saying about them actually physically putting the label. I mean, the moniker. You know, the moniker where that Werewolf by Midnight premiered under, which was if I'm misquoting it, I don't know if it's like Marvel Spotlight or Marvel Television, but it has a separate moniker. It's still in the MCU, but it's its own special thing. And Guardians had that same moniker. And then and now this one does, because this one also had the Marvel Television moniker.
No, man, this is the first time this has been used.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of Echo and what Echo is under.
I am not thinking of Echo.
Echo is Marvel Spotlight.
I'm not thinking of that one.
I don't know if there's anything else other than a special presentation.
Oh, maybe that's what it is?
Maybe, but that is not the same here. Because Werewolf by Midnight and Guardians are Marvel special presentations.
Oh, I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no.
Special presentation, yeah.
Yeah. No. Whatchamacallit? All Marvel shows have been under the Marvel Television, but this is the first time this label has been used for this since, but again, these are all the in-housed Marvel shows. It's still Marvel Studios versus, way back when with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that trash Inhumans show and all those random other shows. Those are all different. Yeah, but yeah, first time Marvel television has been used. I don't think we needed it, but whatever. Cool. Sure.
I think we do, to separate it from the schlop that was before. I think it's a nice little banner thing to have on there to be like, hey, this might be a step up from what we're typically used to.
I don't know. I've actually just started rewatching because I never rewatched any of Phase 4. So I just rewatched WandaVision.
None, the majority of them did not deserve to be rewatched, but
I'm going to rewatch them and give them a second chance. Speaking on WandaVision is probably the top tier of the Marvel television projects, and it makes sense that they wanted to follow up with it. Now, I never thought Agatha deserved her own show. When they announced Agatha, I didn't think we needed an Agatha show. I don't know if y'all have similar sentiments.
It's like, it was just like, okay, I don't see why you're doing a show about her, but okay, whatever you want to do, and hopefully it's good. That was basically me. I wasn't excited. I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, oh, okay.
I think at the time WandaVision came out, that was still when the MCU was still in its Goldilocks phase. So when they're greenlighting all these shows of side characters, a lot of people, and I think for the most part at that time, we were kind of on board a little bit. Because, listen, we were used to our Iron Mans, our Captain Americas, and we even said in WandaVision, this was a character that never got her chance in the spotlight because she was sharing it with the heavy hitters. So we welcomed her being in a show, and in the process of expanding this universe, maybe you could give a show to even someone that wasn't in one of the Marvel movies. Was Agatha first on the chopping block? Sure, maybe not. But I think at the time, people were like, oh, you know what? Whatever. Sure. But since then, since the Marvel schlop that we've gotten afterwards, I think the expectations were a lot lower going in here. Like, because, Marvel started greenlighting a bunch of projects. And now people are like, well, oh, God, now I got an Agatha show to watch. I don't want to watch. I just got done watching Secret Invasion. I just got done. And I hated that show.
Echo.
I got done watching Echo. I hated that show.
I'll say this. I think Agatha, for some strange reason, and maybe it was the Agatha song, she garnered a really niche fan base that I think blew up that announcement when they announced it back then. And then there was that phase where they kept switching the title of the show. Like it was going to be called Agatha Coven of Witches, Agatha
Coven of Darkness.
Yeah, Coven of Darkness. And then they finally landed on Agatha All Along. And I don't know, I feel it had to be the song that really got people on board with Agatha. But surprisingly, I enjoyed the first two episodes. I have to go back and watch the first one because I was really tired, and the little sleep I got dozing between some scenes, I was able to stay awake throughout the whole second episode, which I thought was superior. Yeah, no, honestly, I guess I'm genuinely, I think what it is, what made WandaVision so great was there was a mystery air to it. And I'm picking up the mystery vibes here. And I think that is good for a show like this. It's untouched kind of material for Marvel. We've seen mysticism with Doctor Strange, but this is different. This is like,
this is witchcraft. This is like,
right.
This is something else. And I agree with you when it comes to like the mystery portion of it, especially that first episode. Mm-hmm. Although the second episode there's still a little element of mystery. The first episode is like really like mysterious. It's like, hey, what's going on? You as kind of like the viewer, what's going on? They leave these little breadcrumbs for you to kind of solve a case.
Yeah.
And it's really like it's the case of two Jane Does. It's like the Jane Doe we see on screen that we think is the murder victim, and the Jane Doe that is trying to solve the case of the initial Jane Doe. So I do like that element of mystery, and that they're not spoon feeding us I really like it when a show doesn't spoon feed you and leaves a little bit up to you to kind of think and connect the puzzle pieces, but it's not coming out of nowhere. Like they're giving you the puzzle pieces for you to solve it. And that's something that Marvel with WandaVision did great, but let's say with Secret Invasion they did it horribly. Like because like they had like this intrigue that they screwed it up. So I liked where the first 2 episodes were going. And the second episode, I think, was a little bit more exciting. It did have a little bit of humor involved. It was funny. And there's still a little element of mystery to it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I was a little worried starting the first episode, just because it felt like it was trying to pull a WandaVision again.
No, it did. No, it
no,
was.
no. I say it was trying in the sense of I was like, if this shit lasts for 2 episodes, I think I'm out. I think I'm out. I'm not gonna do this nonsense where we're in like this NCIS crime drama for 2 whole episodes, 2 weeks or whatever, and we're here trying to figure out what's the mystery? Is what's really going on? Is this a murder mystery or a Jane Doe? What? I was worried. I'm like, you cannot dip your hand in the cookie jar twice. You can't do it twice. Don't do it again. Thank God it wasn't.
You can't double dip.
You can't double dip. They didn't do it.
But what they did was clever, because when the episode started, I was like, wait, what? I thought this was about witches. She's a cop.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at Herb, and then I realized, wait a minute. And when they said Herb, I was like, oh, that's Herb. And then that fake theme song came on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, this is from like the producers of WandaVision, which, in Wanda's little dream sequences,
right,
was the name of the show.
They were using their actual character names like in the credits, credit roll. So
exactly. And so when I realized that was going on, I was like, okay, that's cool. They're kind of luring you in like they did with WandaVision. But yes, Dr. Jace, to your point, I was kind of very much like, I hope they don't drag it, because WandaVision, they did it for the first 2 episodes.
Right.
Here, they very much, Monica was the one to get Wanda, or kind of be our in as far as, oh, this is all fake, this is all not real. We got Aubrey Plaza's Rio comes through and starts kind of making things click for her. And a brief appearance of Teen as the dude in the interrogation room, and eventually we're quickly pulled out of it. And I think it's smart to give you a taste of WandaVision.
That's fine.
And remind you
that this is a continuation of the show. Like,
correct.
I think they did a good job with that. Like, they really did a good job of saying, like, hey, we are a continuation of WandaVision. Look, see, the same charm, but we're a different show. Let's pull you out. This is Agatha's show, and let's make it Agatha's show. I think they did a good job with that. It was not forced. It was very, I felt it was very natural the way they did it.
They definitely made it Agatha's show when they showed Agatha cheeks. Once they showed that, I'm like, well, it's her show. You're not gonna see it from anyone else.
This is the first time we've seen
like this
Marvel cheeks. I'm trying to think of when's the last time we've seen some Marvel cheeks.
I don't think you've seen well, if you're talking about cheeks in general, Thor Love and Thunder, male cheeks.
There you go.
But
we saw his cheeks. Yeah.
Right. But I'm talking like like female cheeks in a Marvel project. I'm like, have we seen that before? I don't remember them ever doing that.
Have we seen America's ass? That's a reference.
Greg.
That's America's ass. Now they'll be saying that's Agatha's ass.
Unbelievable. But hey, it's her show.
It's funny. It's funny. There's a charm to it. Because funny enough, like she's been playing out this mystery stuff.
Oh, I just wanted to
And
indulge her.
Yes, all of them, like, yeah, they play along and right. I thought that was a funny twist.
I wish they kind of showed a little bit of it to kind of like be like, yeah, when you were, because I want to see how this plays out and why they would participate in this with her. Like, is she bringing like random strangers into her home and then they're not doing anything? She kidnapped someone. She kidnapped Teen.
She did.
And they just indulged in that. They're just like, oh yeah, that's
It's
just
like,
Agnes.
Yeah, it's just Agnes. You know, like nothing wrong there.
She-
No harm done. That's a little bit of fun.
Oh goodness.
Well, funny enough, I kind of like that they do indulge because it's like they've had so much crazy happen to them within I don't know how long they were in Wanda's Westview, but you know, they indulge, and I guess they're hoping it doesn't get worse than what's being portrayed by this one character.
Yeah,
I think they probably check in with one another and be like, hey, you're not hearing any voices in your head, right? Like you don't hear Wanda whispering to you like action cut.
Yeah, because I think they thought that Wanda really did like a number on her.
Yes, they're PTSD from it.
Yeah, and I think that they were just like, oh damn, like she had it rough, and like when she starts saying Wanda, we don't speak that.
Taboo. Wanda left. Yeah, Wanda left her mark on Westview. Man, it's fun. I kind of like that too. Again, I like that Westview is still very much part of this world.
Yeah.
We got a fight scene between Rio and
Yeah.
and Agatha, right? A little brief little thing.
Yeah. Nothing
Emphasizing
crazy.
Agatha doesn't have her powers, right?
Yeah.
Right. She caught that knife with her hand. I could never.
Nope.
And
then the guy.
the seven Salems or something like that are gonna come and they want to kill you or whatever.
And they want revenge or something, right?
Yeah,
That's part
because
of-
Agatha is one of the most hated, if not the most hated witch of the freaking continent because she's a bitch. She's an absolute bitch. It's like she kills witches. So they're like,
Apparently.
oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. We're gonna kill you right now.
And I'll give Marvel this. I'm glad that they're keeping her for the most part so far as a villain. Like, she is not liked by anyone. She's not an anti-hero. She's a terrible person. She's not good. And they carry that even through the end of the second episode, where, like, you know, I'm kind of jumping ahead.
She was ready to betray them.
She was ready to betray them. There was no like, hey, let's all hold hands and, you know, kumbaya, my lord, our way to the road.
No talk, no jutsu out of this.
She wasn't going to do that. And I'll give Marvel props. Sometimes when they're making a character like, or not really Marvel, but just Hollywood in general, whenever they get a villain and they put them in the forefront as the main character of a show or a movie that's typically seen as a villain, they get cold feet. Look at Venom. Venom's the perfect example. Venom is, he's not a villain. The live action Venom, Tom Hardy, he is not a villain. He is literally I would even say he's an anti-hero. He's not even
He's definitely an anti-hero.
He's a hero. He saves way too many people. He saves the world too much.
He bites off their heads though.
That's okay. He gets the job done.
Eddie?
It's terrible.
I know what you're saying though. It's like when if the Craven movie comes out and Craven is not like a point blank villain, I'm out. Like,
no, you're in there.
No, I'm
Craven's gonna save an entire town, and you're gonna be like,
I probably won't. I haven't watched Morbius. I probably won't watch Craven.
You
haven't watched our Lord and Savior Morbius?
No, I don't plan on it.
How have you not watched our Lord and Savior?
You don't want to
Because
morb with the rest of us?
I hate Sony. That's why. So
you buy their games.
That's different. Two different parts of the department. Okay.
I'm beginning to morb.
By all means, I'm beginning to ag. I'm teen. So like you're saying, she is the forefront, but she's very much still has her villainous streak. We'll see how long that lasts. But you know, she has fans. She might be hated by some, but you got people like Teen There's a mystery behind Teen.
Yep.
We don't know his name.
And every time he talks about himself overall, like everything, it's muted.
But we don't know if that is only coded to Agatha or if to everybody. Now, there are some theories going around on who Teen could be.
It's her son.
Whose son? Agatha's?
Agatha's.
Oh, some people think he's an older Billy.
Who?
Oh,
Billy.
I was gonna say,
Billy.
is he a remnant of Wanda's like Westview in the sense, and when I mean remnant,
God, no.
like of
Billy.
Like,
But by Billy, are we saying one of Wanda's kids? Is that what we're saying?
Ice cream. Can we get some ice?
You think he's a like an older version of people are saying that?
People think he's Billy.
Get out of here. Absolutely
so you mean so he could be Wiccan in that sense?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy Wiccan.
That's too much. That's too much.
That would be interesting.
They're cheating those kids out of their role. They took that role. They said, listen, if you sing this ice cream song, we promise you an MCU role in 7 years. All right, so sing the damn song.
No, I'm just gonna say, if that is really Billy, it's like Wanda went on her rampage across the multiverse of madness, and it's like your son was right there.
She killed all those people for nothing. She killed Mr. Fantastic for no reason, and
like
Miss
your
Marvel.
Son was right there,
and Professor X.
The Darkhold.
Oh,
she wouldn't. She was too far gone. She would have never noticed that he aged up.
He was right there. Like he was right there.
God,
he was waiting for his mama.
I hope that's not him. I hope that's not him.
I mean, even if it's not him, I like the mystery behind it, and I like how they're going about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's like, little moments. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that it's nice to get a Marvel show where we can actually try and figure out, like, as much as I disagree with the Billy thing, look at the fact that we're even talking about it. There's a mystery to him. Yeah. And they give you enough clues to make you think it could be him. It probably isn't, but it could be. You get little things where, like, she finds like that little bottle cap in that little puddle of water in the beginning of episode 1. The mystery with, like, his name, Billy's, assuming his name is Billy, Teen's name, his backstory, those demonic witches that came out when they were doing the chant at the very end.
Well, I think that was the 7, right?
That was the 7?
Oh,
were there 7 of them? I didn't count.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I was creeped out. I was like, ooh.
Oh, those were the Salem 7.
They were kind of spooky. When they started crawling down the stairs.
Yeah, I was like, so we get into like exorcism type shit here.
So
okay.
I mean, the fact that they're even having that, I like that. That's kind of a return to form in a way with Marvel, because that's what we did with WandaVision. Every episode that came out, we were like, when is Mephisto coming out? Or is that Quicksilver? Is that Quicksilver? We were disappointed by the end result, but it was still a mystery to appreciate by the end of it.
I think the mystery element actually is really good for a lot of these shows. I know we had fun with Moon Knight in the mystery, like you said.
That's another one. Yeah,
in the mystery. I think all the other shows,
even
less.
Even Loki, because Loki, there is an element of mystery to the show, like what's going on and so forth, and there is some fun in that as well. I think it's like
I would say Loki was more straightforward. I feel,
but Loki, it has its Doctor Who like mystery. It like very fantastical, but like science fiction-y in its own way. But yeah, Marvel, I think, does very well when they give you a mystery. When they give you something, it's like, we're just going to feed you little scraps of it, and we're just going to let you kind of use your own imagination to try to figure out what's going to happen next. And like who is who and what everything of what we gave you means. Like Marvel
yeah.
did that very well with even its movies. You know, it would feed you breadcrumbs and people would be like, "Oh my God, are they referencing this superhero? Oh my God." And like you would just go on this rabbit hole and that fuels your excitement for the next movie. And like with WandaVision, they did it to fuel your excitement for every next episode. Loki did kind of the same thing. Moon Knight did the same thing. It's not just what you present to the audience right there, like a good episode. It's kind of, you have to have them itching for more. And mysteries are great for that. And Marvel does it is at its best when it does this.
I would say especially for their shows. Because I think their shows are longer investment times over a longer period of time, like weekly and for like 2 months at a time if it's 8 episodes. So when you have that mystery, you have people talking about it on social media and they're trying to theorize, hey, I think this is going to happen in the next episode or this character is that, versus linear shows that are straightforward like Secret Invasion. No one was talking about anything with Secret Invasion's mystery outside of the one plot twist that was dumb in all of Secret Invasion.
That completely,
that
was poor writing.
Came out of nowhere, and no one cared about it. They're like, I'm
not even sure what plot twist you're talking about.
The scroll twist with Rhodes. He was a scroll.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sure.
That was the one time I saw the show pop up on social media because people were like, huh? What?
Look, this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. There were no
that
clues.
Means that wasn't him crying in Endgame.
There were no clues.
Correct.
Clues.
Yes, that was poorly set up. Right.
Right. So, I mean, they gave me a good 2 episodes to chew on, which makes me interested in watching the rest of the series. It may fall off from here for all I know. But I don't know. I don't know.
It could, but I think part of I think it's strategic. They format it as a mystery. They give you the end goal. We got to get to the end of the road. But again, a lot of this is untapped. You have to pay attention. So they're recruiting her coven, and they each are their own expertise, and you have to pay attention to learn what these expertises are, how it'll eventually help them along the road. This for me can either go really well or really poorly if not executed, because each of them
on it.
Correct. On top of learning why they are important, we need to see, they all have somewhat of a history or some kind of tie-in to Agatha. So I would like to see this fleshed out more, and I feel they gave you enough here to go off of. So real quickly, you have divination, which is like what?
That's like predicting the future.
Yeah.
You have
Professor Trelawney.
Like you have, I think, kind of like potions.
Yeah, potions. That
yep.
was the candle, Bed Bath and Beyond lady.
I forgot like what the other one does, like the one that's like she's a blood. I think she's a blood witch, but blood witch.
She's a blood witch because she's the daughter of a witch.
She's the daughter of a witch.
They called her the protector witch.
Okay.
Oh, so she's the tank. She's the tank of the group.
Apparently, maybe.
Okay.
And I don't know what a Sharon is.
She is the
earth magic.
She's earth magic.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing where when they all met up and they're like, wait, where's the earthly, the green witch? The green witch. That's what they called her. The green witch.
Okay, now, yeah.
Yeah, and then they got her, and she was pretty funny.
Sharon was
liked her.
Sharon was
She's
funny.
Always funny.
She's from that 70s show, right?
Correct.
That's her? Okay.
Deborah Jo Rupp.
She's great.
Yeah, no, I actually this whole cast is pretty good. Patti LuPone as Lilia, the divination. Sashir Zamata as Jennifer, the potion.
I liked her.
Ali On, the blood witch, and then Joe Locke as I guess we don't know what role Teen is supposed to play.
Yeah.
In the coven.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that'll come. And I guess too with Rio, Aubrey Plaza. We don't really know what she's. Obviously, she's gonna come back.
She's the
Yeah,
she's
she has,
assassin witch.
she has a history with Agatha, but
right.
like it's. I think they're going with like two kind of tropes here in this show. It's like the mystery aspect of it, but this is also a quest. Like what they're doing, it's like a quest.
Oh yeah.
Like down the road, like you can even say this is a darker iteration of the Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say the Dark Avengers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Fellowship of the Ring. I felt
oh my god.
No.
Well, they took their shoes off at the end, so they're basically like hobbits.
Ew, gross.
No, but I think it's kind of like a darker iteration of the Wizard of Oz. You're going down the yellow brick road, this time the Witch Road, to get to the green powder.
The thing you want the most.
The thing you want the most, like your wish will come true. This is literally the Wizard of like a darker iteration of the Wizard of Oz. Sprinkle in I don't know, how do you say it, like the mystery element to it, and you can have. If to a certain degree, like everyone has their own specialty, almost like an Ocean 11 type of thing.
Hold up, I got you. No, this is Inception. You know why it's Inception? Because in Inception, they all said to Leo DiCaprio, they said, Inception's impossible. And he's like, no, it's real. How do you know? I've done it. Agatha is Leo because you can't go down the witch's road.
It's like I've been there, I finished it. It's like,
come on now. And then they both recruit a team of experts. Come on, it's Inception. It's Inception coded. I figured it out.
Do you want a medal?
I want my points for calling out unoriginality masked as something original.
Got it. I'm writing it down here.
Thank you.
Ethan. Sorry, don't.
Yeah, oh no!
Oh my god, his identity has been revealed.
That's fine.
Ask is off.
So we talked about the song. Obviously, that was probably the best scene, I think, in episode 2.
Yeah.
I agree.
She said, "Should I know these words?"
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Just like, what would you do in that situation? They all just start singing, and you're in the circle.
I was honestly, the comedy throughout all the episodes was actually outside of the NCIS episode, because I didn't really enjoy that. The comedy when she's like in full Agatha mode, like she's aware she's a witch and everything. I think her bits were like really, really funny.
Yeah. Agatha, like
that scene where that scene where they're in the car and he's like, the teen's like, oh yeah, I really like that. Did you come up with that? Can you write that down? She's like, yeah, sure, of course. She just tosses the pen out the window. Here, you want to give me the book too? I don't know, just little things like that. I was like, did I just laugh at an MCU project? That's crazy. Okay. It's been a minute.
That's just unheard of.
When you're critical of the shows, yes, it's unheard of.
To be fair, it has been a while since like the MCU humor, at least in a show. In a show, like has kind of been like, okay, this is funny. Because movie-wise, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy made me laugh, and also just and pulled at my heartstrings. But yeah, it just, again, nothing felt forced. The episode flowed. The dialogue flowed. The jokes flowed. Yeah. It's like, and the jokes, it's kind of like they made sense of who they were coming from. Like Agatha's just a bitch. She doesn't care about anything. It's like, and she was legit being who she is. Like it wasn't out of character. So when you don't try that hard, when you just write things well and just let them flow, this is what you get.
And I'm looking at here kind of the creative talent behind it. So Jacqueline Schaefer is the creator of the show. Her credits aren't even that much, but She worked on WandaVision, writer and creator. Oh wow, she's credited as creator of WandaVision. Okay. So it looks like she doubled back here for Agatha. So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's not really doing anything new. I didn't know this though. She helped write Black Widow along with uncredited for Captain Marvel. And I'm seeing a trend here. She did Olaf's Frozen Adventure, the 2017 short. Maybe that's why she brought in the Lopez's into this to write the songs, I guess. But I mean, so hey, she was 1 for 1 with WandaVision. She might be 2 for 2 by the time Agatha is done. Yeah, they made it to the Witch's Road. Mm-hmm. Then things are hot on their tails, but I guess they closed the door behind them. Oh, you know what? This is also giving Narnia too. Hold up, come on.
Yeah, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yep. It is giving. I see what they're doing.
Inception, Wizard of Oz, like definitely the influences are there.
Yep.
I can see Wizard of Oz a lot more too. They all have like that. Who's the lion? Because lion's like the coward, right?
Wait,
yeah. Someone's about to be a coward.
Oh yeah, because Agatha.
Actually, wait, yeah. She called them all that too.
No, yeah.
She said you're a coward. What were the other ones?
I forgot, but you're right. She did call them all out on things.
Right.
But Agatha would be the Tin Man because she doesn't have a heart.
Wow. The writing's on the wall. Yeah, it's more Wizard of Oz than Inception. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
It's still Inception.
No.
It's still Inception. It can be all these things.
It can only be one.
All these elements.
So there's Dorothy, right? You know, like Agatha can be the Tin Man or whatever. Like
Dorothy could probably be a teen, if anything, right? Because like the innocent. Well, I mean, I don't know.
He wants to go home.
Maybe he wants to go home. He doesn't know any better. like what he's getting himself into.
He wants ice cream because he's Billy.
Stop.
Ice cream. I don't know how that song goes.
Where's Toto?
Oh God, don't do that. Yeah, I guess
it would be really fun. It would be really funny if someone just like in the middle of the show at one point says we aren't in Kansas anymore, and I'm just gonna be like, that's it. Like we're in the Wizard of Oz.
I could see them saying that.
Like I could definitely see them doing that, and that would actually be pretty funny if they do it.
I don't need no cliches, but I can see it happening.
Cliches? What cinematic universe are you in?
That's a cliche line. What are you talking about?
Like MCU is just the majority of the MCU is just one-liners and cliche lines. It's like, come on.
Oh yeah, name me a cliche line. Please.
I'm about to Iron Man.
No, you're out. Next. Anybody else?
Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
That was said one time.
They could say this Kansas City.
Avengers Assemble.
They've only said that once.
And he whispered it. How were they gonna hear him say assemble? Avengers!
They didn't need to hear.
What'd you say, Cap? Can you say that louder? What was that last part? You said Avengers. What do you want us to do?
They heard it in their heart.
It's cringe. Can you say it louder? Okay, fine.
They heard it in their
heart. Let's start charging him.
No, but
listen.
I hope that the pacing doesn't go to crap in this.
How many episodes is this?
This show is 9 episodes long.
9.
That's the same length of WandaVision.
Yeah, that was the only one that was, except for She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was 9 as well.
Yeah, and that didn't deserve it. So
2 different shows.
Doesn't matter. One doesn't deserve the other. So
I'm not gonna.
Either way, the point is, listen here. 9 episodes of quality, like the way WandaVision was. I'll take it.
All right, we'll see what happens.
I was surprised it was 9. I did not think they were going to be 9 episodes.
Yeah, I just hope that the pacing doesn't go, because MCU has fumbled with pacing.
Oh,
and
God,
you know,
I don't want 20-minute episodes. I swear to God.
So like
listen,
an example of this, and even though I hated this show, I absolutely hated this show. Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel, even though I hated the entire show, there were some of us in the pod that said like, hey, the first episode and maybe the first two, they're actually pretty decent.
They were
And
the
then
best
the pacing
episodes.
the pacing went to shit, and literally the show showed the garbage that it is.
Oh, I don't think Miss Marvel had a pacing issue. I think it
Did it
had
have any
a story
issues?
issue.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I
Relax.
just wanted to make sure.
But I don't think the pacing was
but
the issue.
I hope that these 2 episodes, I really hope that these 2 episodes aren't the peak.
Right.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Because
I hope they aren't the peak.
they were the perfect length. I didn't feel like I was cheated out of the
35
first one.
minutes.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was cheated out of the first one, cutting it too short, or the second one. It didn't feel like it dragged at any point. 9 episodes is a lot to maintain that. I'm surprised it's 9, but let's see if they can keep it. I think with that Marvel Television moniker, I think this might be a new element for the MCU. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But Grandmaster's over here saying, every Marvel show is good. Did you not like Secret Invasion?
That's not what I said.
This is part of the Iger initiative.
This has nothing to do with Iger.
Yo, you know what? That makes total sense. You're right.
This was
You're
greenlit
right. No,
before Iger.
it doesn't
Nope.
matter. He said,
Nope.
wait, when Iger came in, he's like, y'all only have 3 episodes. You're gonna rush this. Double it. No, triple it. Do
No.
it. Do it.
No.
And they did. They're like, well, we got you. Initiate the Iger initiative.
No.
I love that. I love
No.
that, Dr. Mondo. I love that.
Iger initiative.
Jack Schaefer
Mm.
is coming back from WandaVision. They recognized her good work. They said, we
Who
would like
brought
to-
her back? Who brought her back?
Who brought her back?
Iger.
Kevin Feige brought her back.
Bob Iger
Who-
revived
who
the
did
MCU
Feige
in a
fuck to?
cave when it was at its worst phase.
Bob Iger doesn't care about you, and he wants to make things less gay, and yet they're calling this the gayest MCU project. Bob Iger would not approve. This was greenlit before his time. If this shall succeed, he's going to say, make it more gay. Should the show not succeed, he's going to say it was too gay.
He's not gonna say that.
Yes, he
No,
will.
he was not.
He said it about the Pixar films.
Which one?
He just said it about Lightyear.
He didn't say that about Lightyear.
That
Wait,
came from
They
him.
said
That
no, it
came
didn't.
from
They
him.
said the executives said that about
Trickle
Lightyear
down-
when it's come
trickle
down.
down effect.
Stop it. He
Trickle
wasn't
down
even. No,
effect.
stop.
Trickle
Stop.
down.
No.
No, see,
fake
see,
news.
no,
Fake
no,
news.
no,
Fake
no,
news. You're sounding like a
wanna
certain
connect-
demographic.
you
Fake
wanna-
news.
You want to connect Bob Iger to everything, so here you go. There
He's
it
not
is.
involved with
If-
everything. He's not
if
involved
this
with the
show
worst of the
succeeds,
MCU.
He ain't involved in this. He ain't involved in this.
Where's
He was
Kathleen
not
Kennedy?
involved.
Kathleen
He was
Kennedy,
not
where is
involved.
she?
He was not involved. He was not involved. Give Jack Schaefer her flowers. Give Kevin Feige his flowers. Okay. Should the show succeed, they deserve their flowers.
Wait, so should I give Kevin Feige his flowers for the shit that is She-Hulk and Miss Marvel?
You do whatever you want. I'm talking about this show.
No, because
y'all
it's
like y'all like
Kevin
talking
Feige-
about other things.
It's
Because
all
it's
about
talking about this show.
connectivity.
I'm talking about this show.
One.
Oh, this is the Agatha pod. All right. It sounds like we'll be back for more at the Yonko table.
I
Are we
do
in
wanna-
agreement, Coven?
No. We
I
agree.
suppose.
Like again, I really hope that this isn't the peak. Because I did enjoy these 2 episodes.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
I liked what I saw, and I'm all for the mystery. I'm all for like the magic, the fantastical elements, and kind of like the wackiness too of it
Mm.
all. I really am. I'm all for this. And even though I do have the fame in this table of being the MCU hater, just because I'm very honest, I do want the MCU to be great because I do enjoy a lot of things that the MCU has done. And if this is a path for the MCU to get back to its best, I'm wholly going to support it because I had a shit ton of fun with a lot of the MCU projects before.
What a shock. Dr. Mondo enjoys the good MCU projects, and he doesn't enjoy the bad ones. Grandmaster, can you say the same?
What I'm here to say, I've already said it. I've talked about this show. That is what we're talking about here. We shall see
You
how
don't
the
even
rest of
have
this
the show in
goes.
your background. What is it?
I have a witch. I have a representative.
But we're talking about this show. We're not talking about the witch, Anya Taylor-Joy.
They're witches. They're witches. They're all witches.
No, it's not the same.
She was there. What do you mean? She was
Don't
there.
minimize Agatha.
She was there. She was there.
You're taking away from her moment.
You're taking away from Agatha.
She was there. She was there.
Mm.
She was there. They're all witches are connected. Witches be bonkers.
Wow,
Witches be bonkers.
So the MCU branches out even further.
Sure. I'm sure Anya Taylor-Joy will make her appearance in the MCU sometime.
Eventually. Like, I definitely see her coming to the MCU eventually.
Will Jenny Ortega be in this?
I doubt it.
Wow.
Doubt it. But okay. September 25th is our next new Agatha. What is that? Wednesdays.
These are every Wednesday?
Yeah. Every Wednesday.
At 9?
At 9.
I don't know why
they make us
doing
work with Pacific Coast, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, it looks like so far everybody's eating good at the table for Agatha All Along. I think they could have done a different title, but whatever. We'll see what happens next Wednesday with the next installment of Agatha All Along. We'll be tuning in. We might have something special for y'all, so be on the lookout. It is our job to learn the Road song by our next pod, because we're going to close out every pod singing the Road song. So that is everybody.
Like, the chorus ain't that hard. Like, you can also.
I hope you're ready next week.
Oh, I'm ready now with just like the little chorus. No.
We are not there. We will be ready next week for a 3-part harmony or 4, depending on who shows up. So Dr. Jace, learn your alto part. Dr. Mondo, you can take high tenor, and I will take baritone.
Why do you want baritone?
Because I am clearly a baritone.
I'm clearly a baritone. Autobots,
That's a bass.
Autobots roll out.
I can do bass too, but
roll out.
That is our goal for next Agatha. So yeah, I think that's it, right? Are we all cool? We're all good. Everyone got their MCU hate, love out. Everybody okay? Okay, all right. That's it from us here at the Yonko. Oh, I thought you had something on your tongue.
I'm sure if this show is great, you're gonna make it very well known by the end of it that it's great. But if it's bad, you're gonna toe the line. I don't know. I don't know. Wait for season 2. I can't judge till season 2.
Yeah, because you can't. It's like you can't form any opinion before you eat that Applebee's steak.
This is not an Applebee's steak so far. Currently,
that is true. So far, it is.
Is it a Cheddar's?
No, I don't go to Cheddar's like that. I don't really go to any of those restaurants like that anymore.
Fine. Red Lobster.
I don't. No, Red Lobster is closing.
They got out of bankruptcy.
Yeah, no, they're still done. No, they're still done. Red Lobster is comparison to the DCEU. That's Red Lobster. Oh,
stop.
Yes, what do you mean? They went under.
They had cheddar biscuits.
Agatha is serving up like I don't know. Trying to think. Salem, Massachusetts. They're serving up Boston Market right now. There you go. Love me some Boston Market.
You don't eat there.
Boston Market? Are you?
It's
are
fine.
You crazy?
It's fine.
You don't know my lore. That's fine.
Your lore.
That's fine. Yeah. He doesn't know.
You
my
have
lore.
trauma at Boston Market. That's all I know.
You don't know nothing about me in Boston Market. The point is, that is it from us here at the Yonko Table, talking about the premiere season 1 and 2, episode 1 and 2 of Agatha All Along. We're gonna learn the next song for next time, but tune in next week as we cover Agatha. And yeah, thank you for your continued support of us here at the Yonko Table on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube with DrJaceAttorney. And of course, if you ever want to pop off and spread MCU hate with Dr. Mondo, or if you ever want to indulge in igniting fires of argument with Dr. Jace, please join the Discord link below. We will gladly duke it out with you there. But that is it from us. I am your Yonko host, Grandmaster Hoop, fellow Yonko, DrJaceAttorney, and of course, Supernova Supreme, Dr. Mondo. How shall we close this without singing the song?
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.